No clear direction in markets today, with bulls and bears fighting for control. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. Here is your complete Forex market briefing for July 20th. Currency markets are being driven by a complex mix of central bank policy, geopolitical risk, and shifting growth expectations. Let us break it all down. Here is a snapshot of how the major currency pairs are trading today. Euro to US dollar is trading at 1.14, losing 0.09% on the session. The world's most traded pair is driven by ECB versus Fed rate differentials. The move in the dollar reflects reports that week ahead for FX, bonds, US, European PMI data, ECB decision in focus. Pound sterling to US dollar is trading at 1.35, losing 0.12% on the session. Sterling is highly sensitive to UK inflation data and Bank of England rate guidance. The move in the dollar reflects reports that Amazon Japan supplier AZCOM Marua to adopt yen stablecoin JPYC for payments. US dollar to Japanese yen is trading at 162.41, gaining 0.02% on the session. Dollar yen tracks the US-Japan rate differential and Bank of Japan intervention risk. Investor sentiment is being shaped by S&P 500 and NASDAQ end higher on cool inflation data, solid bank earnings. USD SGD is trading at 0.7747, losing 0.06% on the session. The Singapore dollar reflects Asian FX sentiment, trade flows, and MAS monetary policy. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Australian dollar to US dollar is trading at 0.7001, gaining 0.02% on the session. The Aussie dollar closely tracks commodity prices, especially iron ore, and Chinese growth signals. The move in the dollar reflects reports that week ahead for FX, bonds, US, European PMI data, ECB decision in focus. US dollar to Chinese yuan is trading at 0.1480, gaining 0.25% on the session. The onshore yuan reflects PBOC daily fixings, US-China trade dynamics, and capital flow controls. The move in the dollar reflects reports that Amazon Japan supplier AZCOM Marua to adopt yen stablecoin JPYC for payments. US dollar to Indian rupee is trading at 96.45, losing 0.21% on the session. The Indian rupee tracks RBI monetary policy, FII and FPI capital flows, and US-India interest rate differentials. Investor sentiment is being shaped by S&P 500 and NASDAQ end higher on cool inflation data, solid bank earnings. Now let us look at the macro forces behind today's currency moves. Geopolitical risks remain elevated. Traders are reacting to news that US futures edge higher as Middle East tensions, oil prices, and big tech earnings dominate markets. Dow Jones, S&P, NASDAQ, Wall Street, Yahoo Finance. This is keeping traders cautious and supporting flows into defensive assets. Investor sentiment is being shaped by S&P 500 and NASDAQ end higher on cool inflation data, solid bank earnings. Rate expectations remain the single most powerful macro driver for equities and currencies right now. Investor sentiment is being shaped by US futures edge higher as Middle East tensions, oil prices, and big tech earnings dominate markets. Dow Jones, S&P, NASDAQ, Wall Street, Yahoo Finance. The move in the dollar reflects reports that week ahead for FX, bonds, US, European PMI data, ECB decision in focus. The move in the dollar reflects reports that Amazon Japan supplier AZCOM Marua to adopt yen stablecoin JPYC for payments. Our near-term view on US dollar to Chinese yuan. US dollar to Chinese yuan is in a consolidation phase, a pattern that can precede a significant directional break. Watch the $0.1510 resistance and $0.1450 support as the boundaries of the current range. Currency markets can move fast and unexpectedly. Central bank surprises, geopolitical shocks, and data prints are the key risks to monitor. Here is what we will be watching closely in the days ahead. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Independent market coverage, no subscription fees, no paywalls. If this analysis saved you time and helped you think more clearly about the market, please like the video. It costs you nothing and it directly funds more content like this. Subscribe for daily coverage across indices, stocks, commodities, Forex, and crypto. Tell us in the comments, what are you watching most closely right now? That is all from MTRS_Market Pulse for today. All analysis is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial advisor. Trade safe and we will see you in the next one. That is your Forex briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe for daily currency coverage.